The story: Sun Shooters, Conscious Systems and Bali AI Consulting, how it all began and why it's working. This didn't start with a business plan. It started with a breakdown, a reckoning. I had already lived a dozen lives by the time I landed back in Bali in 2014 to help a mate with his villa management business, and I ended up buying into that and became a partner. I'd run £1 million pubs in Australia and London, been publicly dismissed from a flagship venue in the UK because of my diagnosis. I walked through bipolar diagnosis, bankruptcy and betrayal, and so much more, but that's another story. And somehow, after each knockdown, I got back up. And I'm still standing, still building, still believing. Then came 2023, 2024, a health scare, the implosion of the business partnership, and a deep spiritual shift. That's when Conscious Systems was born, not a company, a way of living, a framework to make sense of chaos. It started as a personal survival system, coming up with a new management system for bipolar that I created called Bipolar Aware, and that grew. Rituals, clarity mapping, AI journaling, spiritual discipline, and it became something more, something scalable. From this came Bali AI Consultant, a quiet revolution in how small businesses and solo founders use AI to gain clarity, make faster decisions, and build frameworks that actually fit their lives. No fluff, no pitch decks, just integration. But the proof was still theoretical. That's when Sun Shooters came knocking. The Sun Shooters turnaround. In June 2025, Sun Shooters Bar was barely breaking even the owner and mate had had enough. I'd go there often and have lunch with him, but the bar itself, empty, forgotten. I saw an opportunity for a mate to take over and he asked me to help and partner up with him. So I stepped in, not with a team of investors or a glossy rebrand, but with my own life savings, 35 years of hospitality experience, and a quiet conviction that the space could be transformed through presence, pattern, and purpose. Over 79 days and counting, with just one day off, he rebuilt the entire venue by hand, lost my partner. We didn't agree on the direction, then lost my manager, a long-time Indonesian mate, through communication issues, moved every piece of furniture, rewrote every menu, trained every team member personally, designed systems for kitchen ops, Gojek sales, wet stock, and cost controls. Used AI through Bali AI Consultant to create hiring systems, menu boards, training posters, and revenue dashboards. Applied Conscious Systems principles to staff meetings, financial discipline, and daily rituals. The result? Turnover jumped from 5K to 13K in July, then 18K in August. 2 weeks into September, already at 10K plus, aiming for 20K by the end of the month. This has all happened before we have done a public launch with zero ad spend, no marketing, and only foot traffic from nearby villas. What people saw was a bar. What me and the team built was a living system. How it all connects. Sun Shooters is the vessel. Conscious Systems is the philosophy. Bali AI Consultant is the engine.